So, respiration is a process in which food combines with oxygen and giving out lots of energy along with the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. So, before proceeding to the topic in detail, let us do this activity first. The first activity, activity 6.4, it shows they have taken two test tubes, and in both the test tubes they have taken lime water, that is calcium hydroxide, and in one of the test tube they have attached a rubber pitchkari with rubber tube, and in the other one there's a person who is exhaling gas from its mouth. So, which of the two test tube will turn lime water milky? In which of the two test tube it will be done? So, I think you can see test tube B turns milky. Why so? This shows that the person who is exhaling the gas contains carbon dioxide, because as we know that lime water turns milky only in the presence of carbon dioxide. While in test tube B, there is a pitchkari in which air is filled, which is not, in which the amount of carbon dioxide may be not there. And that is why, or it is, if it is present, it is present in a very, very small amount. So this confirms that whenever we exhale, it contains carbon dioxide, which turns lime water milky. Same the activity 6.5. In this, they have taken fruit juice or sugar solution and add some yeast to this. And what is yeast? Yeast is a unicellular fungi. And take this mixture in a test tube fitted in a with a one holed cork. Fit the cork with a bent glass tube. Dip the free end of the glass tube into a test tube. It also contains freshly prepared lime water. So what are the changes takes place here? In this also lime water turns milky. So what does this tell us about the products of fermentation? I hope you all remember fermentation. It is a process of in which food, yeah, glucose or any kind of sugar uh, broken down into alcohol and carbon dioxide gases evolved in the absence of oxygen. This is what we call fermentation. So, of course, in this also CO2 gas is released, and that is why it turns lime water milky. Now, as you can see, this figure 6.8, they are telling us about the three types of respiration, or you can say the process of breakdown of food or sugar into three various pathways. In this, you can see glucose. First of all, glucose, that is a 6 carbon molecule, C6H12O6. It gets converted into pyruvate, that is a 3 carbon molecule. And this process takes place in the presence of cytoplasm. So, as I already told you, that respiration process takes place in cell. So, in the cell in cytoplasm, this process takes place. And because in this broken down of glucose takes place, it is also known as glucolysis, or you can say glycolysis. Okay. So, this pyruvate now further broken down. It depends how it is going to broken down. It depends upon the availability of oxygen. In the first case, as you see, that when pyruvate broken down in the absence of oxygen, then it forms ethanol, that is a alcohol. It's a 2 carbon molecule, carbon dioxide gas, and energy is released. In this case, energy is released is very small, around only 2 ATP molecules. And this process generally takes place in yeast. So you can also say it is an anaerobic process, or you can say it is a fermentation process because it helps in the formation of alcohol. Then here you see the last one, presence of oxygen, that is aerobic respiration. This takes place in the presence of oxygen. Sufficient amount of oxygen is present. So pyruvate molecule broken down into carbon dioxide plus water, and large amount of molecule energy is released. That is around 38 ATP molecules. I hope you all remember about ATP. ATP is the energy currency of the cell, and it is all, its full form is adenosine triphosphate. And you can see here the energy when one ATP molecule is broken down, the energy released is around 30.5 kilojoule per mole. a huge amount of energy, and this particular energy is utilized for the various activities in the cells like contraction of muscles, protein synthesis, conduction of nervous impulses, and many more other activities. So the third process is lack of oxygen, and this takes place in our muscle cells whenever we do any vigorous physical exercise or running, walking, jogging, or any other thing. So in that case, our muscle cells do not get sufficient amount of oxygen. So in that case, instead of formation of carbon dioxide, water and energy, our muscle cells form lactic acid, and some amount of energy is also released. Lactic acid is again a 3 carbon molecule, and this lactic acid results in the uh, occurrence of cramp in our muscle cells or tissues. Okay, so here you see this lactic acid in our muscles during sudden activity causes cramp. हमारी बॉडी में, हमारी मसल्स में एकदम से क्रैम्पिंग होती है, जिससे हमें थोड़ी सी अनइजीनेस होती है, एंड फॉर दैट पर्पस वी हैव टू जस्ट रिलैक्स फॉर दैट टाइम, सो दैट अगेन this lactic acid get dissolved and diluted, and normal carbon dioxide and water takes place. क्योंकि उसके बाद आप प्रॉपर ब्रीदिंग करेंगे तो आपकी बॉडी में प्रॉपर ऑक्सीजन जाएगी, और ऑक्सीजन जाने के बाद अगेन पायरुवेट जो है वो CO2 और वाटर बनाएगा और लैक्टिक एसिड फॉर्मेशन खत्म हो जाएगा. So this is the three, this particular chart is very very important for this topic.